Hello, I'm awedragon, and I'll be doing a new series called BGMeta. I'll be going through HS Replay to see what the current strongest heroes are. I'll go through all the S and A and B tier, maybe quickly do the B tier heroes, and see what's currently the strongest in the Betty meta. So it's been a few days since the Ghoul Cobra nerf, and Alex was one of the heroes that got nerfed, but even though it got nerfed, it's still considered the best hero right now. It was originally a star turn effect where you discovered dragon, but now it's a one gold one. But in a way, it got stronger because dragons got a bunch of buffs that patch. Now with a one gold discover as well. Once you level to 4, you can immediately get a discover in. Also, the buddy is now a tier 5. A tier 5, but it also got a buff. It originally was a 4/4 that gave 2/2 to Battlecry and start combat, but now it's a 3/3, so similar to Promo Drake. So now, even though it got nerfed tier wise, I think it's still since it also got buffed by its Battlecry and start turn, it's really strong. That's the only S tier hero. A tier heroes, Queen of Shara. This also got nerfed. Originally it was a tier 4, but now it's a tier 6 buddy. Even with that, the fact that it's a pretty strong, it's really strong if you can get like a deep blue. Well, like here, deep blue plus Ashara buddy, Imperial Defender. Well, this is a tier 3. Pair with like Zesty and the Lava Lurker, it can get like really high the deep blue can get really high, and then you can permanently buff something with the Lava Lurker. You could also do like a Shalamentol and a buff shop, and then ideally a Lava Lurker so it can permanently keep the stats. You freeze the shop every turn and just continuously use a Shalamentol's effect on the Lava Lurker and get permanent buffs on it. And then like your buddy would basically be an extra zesty to increase your deep blue significantly. Another hero, Mayab, has also got nerfed. All the nerf heroes are still strong. So it originally was a tier 2 4/4, and now it's a tier 3 6/6. It's just really strong. The making it golden, you often the first one you should try to use it for like tempo, discover like a 4 5, maybe a 6 if you're strong enough, and then use that tempo to get to 5 often, and then try to get your second set of buddies as soon as possible to get golden tier 5s, maybe golden tier 6 if you're strong enough, and then use that as your win con. Like you can see like people are going for like golden brand, golden Google Cobra, stuff like that as your end game. Still a very strong hero. Melhouse makes sense. Melhouse, I think the primary comp would be odd comp. It's like here, Moon Eater champion. The thing is, you want tempo early on, and then you try to get to tier 5 as fast as possible. Once you get to tier 5, as soon as you find a tier 5 card, just buy all of them. Buy every single one, and then you free shop. You want to risk not buying a tier 5. So like here, like you can see like pirates are probably like the best ones, because Seafarer, Breaker Smuggler, Dealer, of course Brand. They're incredibly strong tier 5s. Your game plan is to use Moon Eater to as your primary scaling. Dealer could help a lot. Any tribes with like good tier 5, like Mini Myrmidon also is a really strong one. I think the even version is not as good, but primarily the odd version is the main one you want to try to go for when you're playing Millhouse. It's a very straightforward hero. Dr. Holiday. This also got nerfed. It originally was a tier 5, now being tier 6. Uh, personally, I haven't had too much success with the hero, but like if you can get your buddy online and then you can start buying like high tier cards like fives are generally the best spells. So if you can buy a bunch of tier fives, you can get stuff like Discover 6 drop spells and like Eye of Earth Mother to make tier 4 or lower golden. You can use that to get a good win con maybe. There's Dino Tamer Brand, another nerfed one, still strong. Actually, no, it wasn't nerfed. Yeah, it wasn't nerfed. But I guess if you're playing something like Murlocs, well, dragons is their best. Surprise. I guess it makes sense because battle cries, but I would generally go for like Murlocs if I were to play the hero. Even the Bulbars are higher placement than Murlocs, but pretty interesting. The Zoth. Also surprised the Zoth is this high. Of course, Beast is being the best. Makes sense. Make a Golden Godrin or something like that. Undead makes sense. Going death for all comps. Surprised mechs are so low. It's better to go for like dragons than go for mechs. Or you can go for Clovers. There's Murloc Holmes. This one got buffed. It originally was a tier 3, now it's a tier 2. So you want to, I think the general game plan is try to get your buddy as soon as possible. I think usually I would try to get on turn 4 and immediately hero power afterwards, so you can start discovering cards from your opponent's board. So your hero power basically becomes like Scab's buddy. Not Scab's buddy, Scab's hero power. And then you just discover a card every turn, assuming that you get it right. Well, not as good as Scab's, but of course it's cost 0, so and you get gold as well. Galakron. I actually don't think I played Galakron a single time yet. Maybe looking at this, I should try it out. But so you want to just use your buddy to transform something and get a faster tier 7 or 6. I mean, faster tier 6, I guess. Go for a Google Copper or something like that. Looks like. Let's see next. Captain Hooktusk. You can get a lot of gold with your buddy. So you want to like hero power ideally like 4s and higher, so you can generate like 4 plus gold every turn. And yeah, you try to get. Times when I play Hooktusk, I never really go for my golden buddy because it's usually comes in very late, and by the time you can even do it, you have to go full commit to a comp. But I think if you're able to play like some kind of like elemental power type comps where econ matters a lot more, you can keep your buddies and you can go for your golden buddy and start generating more gold. Like if you get a golden buddy and hero power 6 drops, you're getting 12 gold a turn. Vol'jin. Makes sense. The primary one is like Shell Elemental, so you can make your stats permanent. Like here, Shell Elemental. Makes sense. The best two. The best two. Even Shell Elemental's not in Demons, it's still in the best version of Demons. Like Shell Elemental is like the most important card for Vol'jin. So you can like buff up shop and then make using Vol'jin's buddy, you can double the health every turn, and then use Shell Elemental to make the buff permanent, and then you can just keep continuously do that every turn, and then you keep getting double your health. It scales up really fast. Like unless you're playing Scam, it's really hard to beat if your opponent gets Shell Elemental. If Vol'jin gets Shell Elemental. Okay, now we're on to B tier heroes. Arana. I like Arana. Arana, generally you want to go for like elementals, of course, pirates, Rise, especially where's parts? Huh. Parts is really low. But yeah, I think like parts, elementals are like your best comps. Or Murlocs even. Anything that you want to be cycling a lot. So you can like really abuse your buddy. It generates extra econ. But it's pretty flexible. Cause since it's buy any card, you can buy like a one cost spell to get your rerolls. And your golden buddy also is just strictly a better like recycling for like most of the time. You can even technically pair with recycling, so you can get like you pretty much never need to roll for 1 gold. You're gonna have free rolls all the time. Strong hero. Surprised that it's not even A, but I think it's much stronger than B tier hero. Like I would pick it over like something like Galakron. Finley, just pretty simple. Tier 4, you get whatever pure power. Generally, you want to pick something that's like high tiered. Now that there's a lot more tier 6 buddies, in a way it got buffed because the stronger buddies are tier 6s. Like get like stuff like Queen of Shara or maybe get Axstrada. And since it's a tier 4, you get earlier than the original hero, and you get +1 gold for it. If you can get like brand 2, it can go crazy, and you can get like an extra buddy, or maybe you can go for double golden buddy if you can get away with that, or you can pair it with like Rylock so you can trigger multiple times, get an early golden buddy from it. Master Nuin, I haven't played it a single time actually. I'm surprised like it's that high, but it's a tier 1 buddy, so you just use it early, get good hero powers, I think, and then just use that tempo to go off. Terran, this one I've played. Ideally, I say Quillboars are probably like one of the best. Or actually undeads. Undeads would be crazy. Yeah, it makes sense. Undeads, because you can KT your buddy because it's undead. Make those stats permanent. Pair with Titus, of course. But I like Quillboards with it, because Quillboards, you have easier access to buffing your buddy, and then you get a lot more stats. Every single version, other than the Murloc version, has Titus in it. Makes sense. You want to be hero powering this, and then once you get your golden buddy with Titus, you get four buffs, and then like pair with like Macaw too. If you don't have Titus, a KT, then yeah, you can get a lot of stats. Though be afraid of Bramble. If it's drone taunt, try to get maybe at least 2 taunts with it if you're going to go for a taunted version. Syndragosa. I like this hero. This one I play a fair bit. I think a lot of times you want to you want to get your butt on turn 4. If not turn 4, if you're losing your early game fights, then turn 5. Then you can just use your hero power to target one card, and then you just steal that one card. This is one of the heroes where the golden buddy is not that much better, because a lot of times you would rather just target one. So the golden buddy, where you get steal 2 cards, isn't that useful, the effect. So the golden buddy is only useful when you have no cards that you care about in shop. But yeah, you just go for the strongest comp. There's Max apparently is their best comp, but it's not crazy synergies or anything. You just use it for tempo. Okay, another hero, Malagos. General game plan: just hero power something, get a tier 6, use that win con, or maybe something you 5 if you got a good tier 5. Looks like Beast is still the strongest according to this. Murlocs or Mechs, Quillboars. Definitely Nagas, I guess. But yeah, like just use. You don't want to be too greedy. You want to just try to get it early win con, and then just go for that comp right away. Tawago. Tawago is got buff. It originally was tier 5, but in a way, the buff is more for the second set of buddies. The first set of buddies, you want to wait until your opponent has good minions so you can steal them. So like ideally they have like tier 5, 6s. So ideally you use on like turn 8 or 9 if you can get away with turn 9. So the longer you wait, the better it is. And then you wanna use your hero power on so you can steal 7 minions as well. And then just go for like the best scaling unit or whatever win con from what you steal. Strong hero, strong hero. You can sometimes you can steal like really strong minions. Like if you steal tier 7 and stuff like that, you can get some really insane comps. Death Speaker Blackthorn. I haven't played this. I never thought it was that good, especially now that it's tier 6. But maybe I'm underestimating it. Of course, Quover is the best tribe. I think you just go for like tier 3 gaming, try to get your Piper, your Jazzer, stuff like that. Of course you want some. You don't need that much blood gem generator. You can just get like the 3/3. Crap, I don't remember the name, but as your primary way of generating spells. One of the tier 3 Quillboard generators, but yeah, I would say those. Mukla, just a good temple hero, temple buddy. You want to I'd say you don't I think there's a few ways of playing it. You can either hold all your bananas, which personally I don't think it's that good. I'll use at least a couple bananas so you can get your buddy cheaper, and then you can just try to buff up like a really good unit like a divine shield early mech. So like mech is probably one of the best tries to go for, and then it's just solid hero, nothing too crazy. Queen Wagtoggle beast. I mean, this pretty simple. I think what tribes? Dragons probably one of the better tribes, I would say. Makes sense. Number 2, because Nightbane is a great one since it's both a dragon and undead, so you can pair with Poet. This is a dragon, and the undead part would mean I'll get buffed up by the buddy. You can use it basically as a stronger Promo Drake. Wait. If you control 4 minions of different types, you gain your minions highest. Oh, wait. Oh, that's how it works. Actually, never properly read the hero. So you have to have 4 different tribes. So maybe Dragon's not the best. Surprised it's actually that high. I guess you just use it for tempo, and then you can get like a giant minion, right? Oh, interesting. You control 4 minions with different types, gain double your minions. Highest attack. Okay. So I guess Quillboars are probably one of the better ones. So you can buff up a minion pretty big, but you need you want to play Menagerie, right? So you can really abuse it. Okay. Or try to get like dual tribe cards. Drekthar, another hero I haven't played. Max is probably the best tribe. Spam Manetics makes sense. Demon's probably okay. It's probably one of the lowest. And Beast is strong for like pretty much all heroes. I don't have much to say about it because it's not a hero that I played. At least I played a good amount. This got nerfed. Originally a tier 2, now it's a tier 3. Yeah, you just use your hero power for tempo. You just get your early buddy, and then ideally you use it when it's 2. So you use it once at least, and then make it 0, and then you can start using it. And then get your second set buddy when it costs 4. You can pair with Brand, so you can discount it twice. I usually don't go for no. I pretty much never go for the golden buddy because the buddy is so weak on board. But if you're able to get away with it, you could, I guess. Tess. I think it got worse with Beast being not like not everyone's gonna be playing Beast. Okay, it doesn't even show like what's the best tribe, but like of course depends on what your opponent has. It could be really crazy. If you're versing like a Sylvanas, you can get really crazy stats. It meta dependent, of course. Whenever there's a really strong tribe, Test gets better. Yashraj, solid hero. You just often you just pure power and then just play the tier 3, 4, whatever it is, and then level and just maybe go for like a tier 5 comp, some of that. Sylvanas. Sylvanas is more interesting. You can really abuse it if you can get if undeads and beasts are in. So a combo that you can go for is Rylak plus Grave Robber. So you can with Rylak Grave Robber, you put Rylak next to Grave Robber and keep your buddy. So Grave Robber, as long as your buddy is your only undead, you can kill it and it'll put it in your hand, and then you can keep reusing that your buddy, and you can keep doubling the stats on board. So I say undeads. Undead's probably one of the best, more important cards. Like you don't want to go for undeads, but you want undeads in the game just so you can spam Grave Robber on your buddy, and then Beast, of course, so you can reuse Grave Robber. But I say undeads are probably the most important tribe for that hero. Putricide, undead hero. Undead, pretty straightforward. I mean, use your hero power for tempo a lot of times, and then try to get like econ with your buddy, or not your buddy, your hero power, and then go for like a Death Rock comp probably. Lich Bezil. Just go demons, right? Pretty straightforward. Demons. Got nerf. It was tier 3 before the nerf. Curator. I played it once. Pretty solid. If you're able to get some kind of like Quellbores is pretty nice. Well, Nagas make sense since you don't even need Lava Lurker. Since Spellcraft normally isn't permanent, but if you buff Spellcraft cards onto your Amalgam, your buddy would permanently gain those Spellcraft stats. But I would say go Quillbores a lot of times. Or Powers is also very nice. Rafam. Rafam was their. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just deal with your opponent has. Use it for tempo. Go for peace. Enhancel. Enhancel. And Max being best makes sense because Bind Divine Shields. Like a Nortron gets double buff because it's both a Divine Shield and a Taunt. So it'll be like it'll be a 5/6 when you buy with your buddy. It's a one cost buddy, so you just use it for tempo and stuff like that, and just go for max, I guess. Racking. I find I say most of the time it's just a strictly worse Rana. Outside it's one cost, so you can get your golden buddy really quick. But like the golden buddy doesn't even do anything. It still has the same effect, so it's not great. I think a way to buff it would be make it the next 2 or something like that. It's kind of weird, but yeah, you just hope you get lucky with your hero powers and your shop doesn't have that minion maybe. Or you can sometimes if you're playing like an APM comp like pirates, you can maybe buy out that minion if it's only a 1 just so you can keep rolling for free, and then yeah, something like that. You're playing like pirates or maybe elementals, but pirates is probably the main one, since if you had like Tethys, then it'll help with your getting your parts, and then you could scale up your other like dealer and stuff like that by selling cards. Zorella, Elk. I don't know. There's not much to say. It's it got buffed. It was 3. It was tier 3, I think so. And then now it's a tier 2. It got makes it much easier. And I feel like you just use your baby elk just for tempo and then sell off later on. So it's not nothing. Maybe sometimes you can play Nala comp, but a lot of times it's just tempo. And then you can try switch comps to something stronger. Zephyrus, you know, this can get really strong. You can't do death scale anymore since that got removed, but yeah, like a lot of times I would say try to get a pair early and then hero power for 5-drop, use your buddy on that 5-drop. So you do want to like you don't want to have a big board, or if you do have a big board, you want to sell off most of your min, so you only have 3, so you can guarantee get that specific min that you want to copy, and then you can just use that as your win con. But if you don't get a good tier 5, you might have to go risky and go for like level to 5 to hopefully find a win con, or you can go for like tier 4 comp, though might be harder. Next hero. Oh, Trace Print Galix. Surprised Galix is that high. I actually haven't played a single time. But you just use it for temple, right? I mean, most of the time you'll be using the health one, buff up something, and then use that for tempo. Maybe like, of course, like pirates and elements are probably your best tribe still with Galix, so you can just cycle a bunch of cards, generate some money, and then use your buddy on something. Brute Khan. This one, the buddy got nerfed. It doesn't work with KT anymore. It was really strong with KT plus a Ghoul Cobra. For some reason, the death rolls are separate triggers before, but now you don't have that. I think dragons is probably one of the better tribes to go for, since you can make the start turn effects. You can make the Nightbane or whatever your dragons permanently double stats. It's like beast strong. But yeah, those are all the B tier heroes. I won't go through all the C, but I'll just quickly look through them. And these ones aren't played enough, I guess. Oh man, the Captain Hogger was one of the better heroes, probably one of the most consistent heroes before. But the got a huge nerf. But yeah, those are the heroes. Tell me, what do you think about this video? I'll probably try to do it at every major update. There's a huge balance pound, so I'll go through the heroes again, like A to B, A, B, S. Usually there isn't S tier, but like yeah, yeah. Leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.